Good evening and welcome back. In Ocean City, firefighters and town officials have reached a historic new agreement that will provide better benefits for first responders. The new bargaining agreement will lead to salary increases for firefighters, paramedics, and fire marshals. Now, the local International Association of Firefighters Union approached the town back in September of last year and cited unanticipated inflation and other issues that were caused by the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, town officials sat down with the union to negotiate and thankfully were able to reach a unanimous decision.
This collective bargaining agreement was done in an unprecedented way. Myself, the city manager, and a group of firefighters sat down and had deep discussions about the issues that are facing Ocean City as a whole and our public safety. And we saw a level of cooperation and groups working together that we've never seen in the past. The Ocean City firefighters are excited to have signed a new collective bargaining agreement with the mayor and council. It does provide for pay increases, retirement programs, and healthcare for all of our firefighters after retirement.
Now, Whittington went on to say that one issue the agreement does not tackle directly is that of staffing. However, he believes that with the new pay increases and benefits, it will actually help recruit and retain top-tier talent. Well, a recent department merger in the first state hopes to provide more support for children with autism. The Delaware Office of Statewide Autism Programs is now a part of the Delaware Department of Education. This move will bring new faces to the department in addition to the formation of the new Autism Resources Work Group, which will collaborate with other groups to support students with autism. Now, being a part of the state's Department of Education, it will allow the group to better collaborate with other agencies both in and out of the state. Now, we reached out to the newly formed group who said, quote, "This reorganization brings the staff who specifically supports autism services in our schools onto the same team as our existing Exceptional Children's Resources Work Group, whose staff support services for children with all disabilities, including autism. By working side by side, they can collaborate better so DOE can provide more targeted and coordinated support to our schools."
All right, let's get to it here, starting with the time lapse of what ended up being a pretty nice day. We didn't have the showers around like yesterday, but it was what we expected behind the cold front that came through and ended up being a blustery day. You're looking at a beautiful time lapse, though, from Rehoboth Beach. Man, that blue sky looks good out there. It was a very nice day in Sussex County. Morse Roofing and Siding Skycam. See some of the high clouds moving in during the afternoon. And I picked that time lapse because I got to see some of that firsthand. I was just down the road in Lewis at Love Creek Elementary. A big thank you to Miss Norwood for having me out there and visiting the kids. The students out there, all of the third graders, in fact, all the third grade teachers, thank you for having me out there. It was a great talk, asking about when we're going to get some snow days, reminiscing about the snow days around this time last year when we had those big snows. Well, going into the weekend, I talked about it during the visit. It's just not going to happen here, at least with this next storm system, next few storm systems, just too warm, obviously. And when we're cold enough for snow, it's at night, and it's way before the precipitation gets here. But the weekend outlook for your plans, at least Saturday is going to be decent tomorrow. It's going to be much like you saw there in the time lapse in Rehoboth Beach. And then Sunday, we're talking about some rain moving in for the afternoon and evening. That's going to cause some issues out there for driving. It's actually going to be a little more problematic than what we had yesterday, as I expect more of a steadier rain at times. All right, so the numbers in the books today from the Salisbury Airport, 55 degrees, about 10 degrees above average. And elsewhere across Delmarva, a couple degrees cooler in all directions. Looks like Salisbury was the winner today. 52 in Cambridge, 53 in Georgetown, a high of 53 in Ocean City and Wallops. Taking a look at some current numbers across the area, going back to a live look out of Rehoboth Beach. 40 in Dover, 42 out of Georgetown, 40 in Wallops, Melfa 39, Salisbury 41, Cambridge 39. Just got a call from Chucky out of Lewis. One of our weather watchers says right now he's at 42 degrees. All right, so with the satellite and radar, you can see we've got clear skies here, high clouds building to the south, and it doesn't look like much, and it's not at this moment, down into the deep south with some showers and storms developing down into Mississippi, but Alabama, that is the beginnings of a storm system that will grab a lot of Gulf moisture, send it right in our direction. It's not going to happen on Saturday, though. As I promised, it's going to be a quiet day. There's 5 o'clock on your timestamp as we continue to track that weather. Let's get you into your Sunday, too, because that's when things are set to change. Clouds moving in throughout the night. You'll see them build in. It will be a dry start. We're still looking at the first half of Sunday being okay. It's the afternoon in the evening, where we get into steady and heavier rains. Then the cold front kicks in behind the system, and we'll be looking at drying conditions going into Monday. So at least the timing at this point looks like it'll work out to get out of here before the start of the new week. 30 to 35 tonight under clear skies. Seasonably chilly day tomorrow, although less windy than today. Highs in the mid-40s. And you're looking at the 7-day forecast with a pretty wet scenario for late Sunday into early Monday. And when I say early Monday, pre-sunrise. And then we're dry through Tuesday. More showers on Wednesday. We've got more DSI on the other side of the break. In fact, Brandon just walked in. He'll be with you in a few minutes. Stay with us.